Okay, I suck at cooking. I love food, I love eating, so it follows that at some point I would have learned how to cook. Not so. But I've been living on my own for a year now, and it is way past time. I, Aaron, am going to learn how to feed myself. Can I clarify one thing first? It's not totally my fault that I don't know how to cook. It's my parents. See, my mom's a nutritionist and my dad is a professional chef. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, then cooking should be in your genes. No, that's not how skills work. Skills are developed over time with practice. Why would I start experimenting with food if I knew the leftovers my mom and dad were gonna bring home were gonna blow my things out of the water? And I'm talking fresh out the line honey buns or things that weren't even in the restaurants yet. It was like being a beta tester for a restaurant. Or a guinea pig. Huh. I have a friend in college who is the exact opposite. His parents burned his food intentionally so he would do the cooking.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
That is a cruel power move, one I completely respect. It did work though. That man makes a mean spaghetti. Anyway, here's the plan. I'm gonna take the recipes that I already make and make them good. Let's get started. This one's a classic from my childhood, the pb&j. Now, you might be wondering what the extra B is for. Banana. But how do you make a pb&j fancy? Well, you usually buy peanut butter and jelly and bread and bananas. So I'm gonna home make as much of that as possible. Starting with the jam, cause jelly don't shake like that. I proceeded to buy some strawberries and beat the ever-living crap out of them with a peanut butter jar. Then I tossed it on the stove to simmer and just dumped a bunch of sugar into it. Tasty. The next step was the bread, which was super fun to make. You start off with yeast, which is a living thing. You pour it into some warm water, turn on some smooth jazz, and let it make babies. Then you mix it with the flour and the sugar and the salt. Then you stir it all up, and when you're done... I tried to make the peanut butter by taking peanuts and smashing them and adding honey. That didn't work. So I bought some fancy peanut butter and called it a day. Then I put a sticker on my banana and we were good to go. The rest was just assembling my ingredients. Drum roll! Banana! I consider this one a huge win. The bread was fluffy and sweet. The jam was delicious, the peanut butter worked fantastically with it, and you could turn it into kind of a small plate appetizer situation that really elevated its fanciness. What I'm saying is I'm pretty much the best. This is the kitchen sink pizza. You take a pizza, you put whatever you got in your fridge in there, and you just go. But how do you improve this? It's a pretty simple setup. I think the essence of this pizza is more. More everything. I want this pizza so buried in ingredients that I can't see the crust. Forget kitchen sink. I want a full fridge pizza. Then it hit me. What if I combined a meat lovers with the veggie lovers? I did have a problem to solve though. You see, when you're making a pizza, you need what's called a pizza stone. It keeps the crust from drooping into your oven and starting a fire. They're also $50 on Amazon. So that wasn't going to happen. But where else could I find a big, flat rock? Oh yeah, they're called tiles. Problem solved. So let's get cooking. Step number 1 was the crust. I had the leftover dough from the PB&Js, so I took that, looked up a YouTube video about how to spin a pizza dough, and then proceeded to do an amazing job. Now pizzas generally have a sauce. Oops, didn't buy any of that. But I did go through my cupboards and found some marinara sauce, which has tomatoes in it, so I thought that was close enough. Now for the cheese, I bought a bunch of cheese. Mozzarella feta, provolone fiesta, queso, and cheddar. 5 cheese pizza better step it up. Then I assembled every meat and vegetable I had onto this pizza, and forgot to film the other half of it, so here's the first half. Then it was bacon time, and I realized why pizza stones were a thing. I spent like 15 minutes trying to remove this thing from the stone. I lost a bunch of ingredients, they fell into the oven, my apartment was filling with smoke, and I had to remove the top half of the pizza just to salvage what I could. I know it doesn't look like much, but this thing was delicious. Better ingredients, better pizza, next time just buy a stone. It was pretty good.
Number 3.
It's chicken Alfredo. See, if you think about it, chicken Alfredo is actually just cheesy noodles. Bow. Here's something that you might not have known. Alfredo literally translates to wise counselor, which I think is objectively hilarious. Mr. Spock, we're approaching the asteroid field. We have almost no chance of survival. What do you recommend that we do? I decided to go with the lemon pepper chicken so that I need a nap after the meal and not an ambulance. Seriously, you want to know what the secret ingredient for chicken Alfredo is? Butter, 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 butter. Want some chicken? Add some butter. Making pasta? Add some butter. Making a sauce? Put in some frickin' butter. I seasoned some chicken and put it in the oven on low heat to make sure it stayed nice and moist. Then for the pasta. Even I can't mess up boiling water, so I got that going and started working on the sauce. Heavy cream, butter, and all the leftover cheese from the pizza. I waited for the pasta in the water to get soft with a little bit of crunch, or al dente, before putting it into the bowl with the sauce to finish up. Then you just toss it around a little bit and bam, chicken Alfredo. Now, I'll admit, these are some of the best noodles I've ever had. Chicken was awesome, noodles were delicious. Definitely needed a nap afterwards. And those are my recipes. Look, cooking's a lot of fun. Everybody's gotta eat, why not make it a fun time? Half the fun of that ugly pizza was knowing that I put so much work into it, and it still tasted great. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.